And that's your latest weather.
All right. Well, it is no understatement to say we're in the presence of a true music legend.
Yeah.
Yours paused. He turned around.
What do you want him to say?
No, he looked around. He looked behind him. It's Neil Diamond, whose career has spanned more than 5 decades, and he's still, of course, making music, including on the Plaza this morning.
Neil's 32nd album comes out tomorrow, called Melody Road. Nice enough to hang out after putting a great concert on. Neil, thank you so much.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
And I know you've never sung in weather that cold before.
No, this is the first time. I didn't know whether the voice would come out. You know, usually you're pretty confident about you opening your mouth and breathing in a certain way, and a voice comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what would happen, but it happened. Thank you, God. Thank you.
It sounded terrific, and you've got a heck of a tour coming up.
We do. We'll start in first part of March, and go through the end of next year, into the year after that.
Oh.
And we don't know what's going to happen after that.
You just said something really interesting. We were talking while I was doing the weather, that you're a little bit scared to get back out on the road. Explain what you meant by that.
I am. Well, first of all, it's not a usual thing to do for a living, or for anybody, just to get up in front of thousands of people and keep them seated and having a great time. So I forgot how to do it since I did it 2.5 years ago. So I have to accustomize myself to doing that now, and it takes a while. So I'm 2.5 years away from having done it, and I hope I remember some of it. That's all.
Somehow I think you're going to be okay, Neil.
And you give the crowd such joy out there. I mean, it must be so great for you to see whenever you start breaking out into Sweet Caroline. The minute that song starts, everybody just gets so into it. What's that like for you?
It's amazing, and I can't account for that either. But people want to. And I thought, when I wrote the song, I thought, this is some kind of magic that happened. It was very unexpected. It was last minute. The whole thing took about a half hour. And
only a half hour?
It took about a half hour to write it. And
who is it about? Who's Caroline?
It's actually about my former wife, Marcia, but I couldn't get Marcia into the 3-syllable name that I needed, and so I had Caroline Kennedy's name there from years ago in one of my books, and I tried Sweet Caroline. That works. It didn't work with Marcia, so I couldn't tell her that I dedicated the song to her. It was almost
like,
Marcia.
That's my song.
Yeah,
really?
she said to me, but you told me you were going to write about me, and I'm sorry, dear.
I did, sweetie, really.
It was. There was no way to squeeze it in.
How do you balance when you have such incredible classics with that musician spirit who wants to create new music, and you want your fans to love that? How do you balance that?
Well, you try to write new songs that are on the same level. That's always the challenge, and sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. This new album was, I was a nervous wreck going into this new album, because I knew I had 40 or almost 50 years of songwriting to match up to. But there was some, I got lucky with this album. There's some really, really special songs in there, and so it's like you dodge a bullet.
Yeah.
Well, Neil Diamond, fun fact, he hates haunted houses.
I hate anything scary.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're with you.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah,
That's
scary.
right.
That's like-
By the way, I made the Sean Connery. Take a look here, if you would.
highlight reel?
There we go.
Oh.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery,
and
right?
You've got more hair. So there you go.
Well,
Good.
I don't have my glasses. Is that Sean Connery on the left?
Yes.
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 Okay, well, I can't tell
You're
the
the one
difference.
moving in the video.
Yeah, but I didn't know. He didn't move yet.
Neil Diamond. The album is called Melody Road, and you've got one more song coming up with Kathy Lee and Hoda coming up in the next hour. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.